Thank you for joining us. It's July 2nd, 2019, 10 a.m., the regular meeting of the Webster County Board of Supervisors. We will call this meeting to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item number 3 is to approve today's agenda.
So moved.
Seconded.
Motion to add a second. Questions or comments on today's agenda? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 3 carries. Item 4 is to approve the June 25th, 2019 meeting minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 4.
Second.
Motion to add a second. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 4 carries. Item 5 is to approve drainage claims. Drainage District number 34, laterals C, D, and E, Burnside Township, section 18. We have a washout near the bulkhead, turned in by Don Sandell. Drainage District number 2, Lost Grove Township, section 12. We have a broken outlet turned in by Bob Anderson.
Make a motion to approve the drainage claims. Second.
Motion and a second. Any questions or comments on item number 5? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 5 carries. Item number 6 is to approve and place on file the first year anniversary annual salary increase for Assistant Webster County Attorney Bailey Taylor to $75,600 effective July 9th, 2019 per the recommendation of Webster County Attorney Darren Driscoll. This is in accordance with the pay scale set for the Assistant County Attorney.
Mr. Chairman, motion to move item 6.
I'll second.
Motion and a second on item number 6. Any questions or comments?
I just want to say we've had Bailey here just coming up on a year now. She's been a fantastic addition. When I became county attorney, we had Dustin Gomez, and Dustin went on to other things, and Bailey, luckily we found her. She has been an amazing attorney, hard worker, does everything we ask of her, very intelligent person, so I couldn't be happier with her.
Thank you. All in favor of item number 6, say aye.
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 Opposed? Item 6 carries. Item number 7 is the final hearing on consideration to amend zoning ordinance number 046 to rezone property owned by Samantha Schmidt from A1 to A2, said properties described as the southwest quarter of the northwest quarter and the south 187 feet of the northwest quarter, all located in section 34, township 86 north, range 27 west of the 5th PM, Webster County, Iowa, and further to amend the county land use management plan and zoning map.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 7.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second. Questions or comments? Roll call.
Yes, we'll know the next one. We're going to approve
Okay.
it. This is just the hearing.
Item number 8, approve final consideration to amend the zoning ordinance of 046 to rezone the property owned by Samantha Schmidt from A1 to A2. Said properties described as the southwest quarter of the northwest quarter and the south 187 feet, northwest quarter of the northwest quarter, all located in section 34, township 86 north, range 27 west of the 5th PM, Webster County, Iowa, and further to amend the county land use management plan and zoning map.
I'll make the motion for item number 8. Second.
Questions or comments? This is the final reading. Roll call.
Carlson, aye.
Campbell, aye.
Conrad, aye.
Vote aye.
It passes. Chad, thank you for all your work on this.
Chad.
Item number 9 is to receive and place on file the fiscal year 2019 Veterans Affairs Persons Served Report.
Good morning.
quarter person served report. We served 8 veterans, paying out $1,968.20. Nothing too earth-shattering there. But with that, because it's the end of the fiscal years, I have some numbers for you. Total veterans served for county assistant was 42. We paid out $20,499.92. Now, what's significant about that is the difference between 2019 and 2018, a difference of $1,294.25 less. But what's even greater than that is the difference between 2019 and 2017 is that the difference is minus $24,490.78 less. So initially you're thinking of, okay, we're not there helping the veterans, but yes we are. We're kind of educating them along the way like anybody else. So a couple years ago we implemented some procedure changes, guideline changes, and I feel we're helping the veterans more in a more positive way. Okay, so questions on that?
Just want to compliment you and your commission. Appreciate the updates when you guys make the changes that you have. The education side of it is absolutely great, and the opportunity to get veterans in and get the services that they've earned is even better. So thank you very much for all your hard work.
Okay, I also have the, I didn't see it on the agenda, but I got the geographical distribution index. Did you guys get a copy of that?
It's in the package, yeah.
Okay. Just make note of that from the fiscal year 2018 and 2017. It's always a year behind. And the numbers that get sent out is kind of synopsis countrywide. It's broken down by state, by county, by numbers. And from 2017 to 2018, Webster County has actually lost 76 veterans through death, through moving. But the real numbers are this, is the what the veterans have brought in through compensation and pension. It's $7,710,000. That's, again, I always like to stress, that's new money coming into the county, the local economy, through the veterans, through, again, service-connected disability claims or pensions. And also the VA clinic locally here brought in $9,181,000. And there's a couple other odds and ends in there, education and insurance and indemnity, but the real numbers is total of $17,533,000, which is $536,000 more than fiscal year 2017. So even though we have less veterans, the total numbers is up by $536,000. So, but again, I like to stress the $7,710,000 that is new money coming into Webster County. Questions?
No, sir. Thank you.
Need a motion on that?
Yep. Do I have a motion to receive this in place of the file?
So
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 9 carries. Item number 10 is to approve and authorize the chairman to sign an agreement with Dean and Sharon Henderson to purchase 2.73 acres located in Pleasant Valley Township in the amount of $8,200 to construct a water trail access on the Des Moines River.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 10.
Motion and a second. Mr. Cosgrove.
Good morning, everyone. Matt Cosgrove, Conservation Director for Webster County. As you know, we've been working with Dean and Sharon Henderson for over a year now on this project to establish a water trail access on the Des Moines River at Kalo. This was a high priority project when we did our water trail plan a couple of years ago because it will divide up the distance between Fort Dodge and Bolivar to provide a little bit shorter flow. Also provides safety for volunteer fire department to access the water at that point as well. So we're happy to move forward with purchase agreement with them. If you remember right, last year we signed a lease, a 2-year lease, so that we could get started on construction of this facility while we worked out the details of the purchase. Unfortunately, the river has had other plans this year, so which has been a good thing for us actually to delay the project, because now we kind of see how the river does behave in high water. So this project will go to bid. We're under design right now. It'll go to bid in August, and we'll probably get the contractors through next July. Will be our construction period, hopefully, for this project. So thank you for your help with this and for your patience.
Any questions or comments? Well, I want to greatly thank the Hendersons for everything. They've been absolutely wonderful to work with, and I know we've spent a lot of time with them getting this done, so thank you to Conservation. It'll be a great addition to the area. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 10 carries. Item number 11 is to receive and place on file the Connecting Communities Trail Grant Program for small communities in Webster County.
Make a motion to approve item 11. Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments on item 11?
So this program was kind of born out of our trail planning effort that we did with the city a year or so ago, about a year and a half ago, I believe. When we started looking at future trail development in the county, there wasn't a whole lot of future trail expansion, but we did have a fair amount of conversations about small communities and then connections eventually to small communities, that sort of thing. So this is a project we put together. Basically, it's a partnership, I think, between the Conservation Board and the Board of Supervisors. The Conservation Board will administer this program, and the supervisors help fund it through their trail program each year. So what this is it provides an opportunity for small communities in Webster County to apply for some funding on a matched basis for trail planning to start with in their community, and then trail development moving forward. So hopefully that could match state dollars or federal dollars on the trail front as well. So it basically sets up a program on an 80-20 match system for a $10,000 trail plan, where a community could apply for some of the county funds for that purpose, and we would help walk them through that process. And then after their plan is done, they would have the ability to apply for an 80-20 match up to $50,000 to start implementing that plan. And again, we would try to match those dollars with either REAP money or some sort of federal transportation money as well. So hopefully it'll provide a nice resource for some of those small communities to start doing some visioning in their communities, and then provide some funding to implement that vision.
Questions or comments? All in favor? Opposed?
Thank you, Matt.
The motion carries.
So we'll get this out, I think it's September 1st is the deadline for which would be the application for the trail plan. So we'll get this out to all the city clerks in small communities, and then after that application period, we'll get back to you after September and let you know if we've received any at this point. So, thanks.
Item number 12 is to consider and authorize the chairman to sign an amendment for Tyler and Code 10 contract subscription agreement, 1-year renewal, with the option for a 2nd-year renewal in the amount of $54,394.
Mr. Chairman, motion to move item 12.
Second?
Motion and a second. Mr. McGill.
Andy McGill, the Webster County IT Director. This is our tax software. It's just, we had our original 5-year agreement with them, with this straight fee for 5 years. That contract, believe it or not, it's been 5 years since we got that, and it's up. And so what they're doing is, this is a 1-year agreement for the amount of $54,394, and then the 2nd year it will probably go up, as and most companies do. They do increase it. I never know for sure. It's usually about 10% or so. So, but you know, it's a product we have here, and we need the support for it. So we do need to sign this and continue on with business. So,
Questions or comments?
Is that 1 or 2 year going to be enough, or are you looking at extending that further?
It will, we'll have to redo it again in either next year or the year after. So, and it can be, as the contract reads here, I think it will auto-renew every year, but just know that the fees will go up per year. Just like our Eden software, our financial software, it goes up roughly about 10%.
Right, I mean, are you talking maybe instead of just a 1 or a 2 year contract, maybe going with another 5 or something?
They won't go that route again. If the product's old enough now, they won't allow us to sign into lock into a 5-year agreement. Yeah.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Item 12 carries. Thank you. Item number 13 is to consider and authorize the chairman to sign Webster County Comprehensive Plan midterm update agreement fees and expenses for Phase 1, Phase 2, and Alternate 1 with Confluence, Inc. in the amount of $13,920.
Mr. Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 13.
I'll second it.
Motion and a second. Mr. Barr?
Good morning Supervisors, Chairman Campbell, Chad Barr, County Planning and Zoning Administrator. This particular agenda item, this began with history, excuse me, began last summer really with the Planning Commission looking at the current comprehensive plan. The current version that the county has dates back to 2008 and was done by JDO out of Nebraska. And they took up to 5 meetings to look at it as time would allow for the course of review that they were doing various things. And they came to back in, let's see, it was April, where they wanted basically directed staff to get 3 estimates to do what kind of they were wanting to do is maybe like a midterm update of the comprehensive plan. The current comprehensive plan has a 20-year time or usability to it. And we're about at the midpoint of that, maybe slightly past. So they were really captivated by the midterm idea, basically update what we have. That way we would save some county funds that way. So staff did that. We solicited and we got input from Confluence Incorporated out of Des Moines, from JDO, the original comp plan provider out of Nebraska, and also Clarion Associates out of Denver, Colorado. And at the end, they recommended back on June the 11th to go with Confluence, which is option, which is the one before you. They felt it had the most detail and was reasonably priced. So that is the Planning Commission's recommendations to go with Confluence, and then to do the phase 1, which is the midterm update, phase 2, which is the census 2020 data, which they will come back at a later date, probably in 2021, when that data is available, and finish that. And then also do alternate item 1, which is to update the existing land use map. So that is the extent of their offer, I guess, as well. But they did a very nice job as far as the detail that they provided and the cost that they provided as well.
Thank you. Questions or comments?
Our attorney did look over the contract, correct?
That is correct.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 13 carries. Thank you very much. Item 14 is to approve repairs to tornado sirens in the amount of $2,925 for the unincorporated areas of Colville, Slifer, and Sheeker in Webster County.
Make the motion to move item 14.
Second.
Motion and a second.
Dylan Hagan, Emergency Management Coordinator here in Webster County. So Frontline is here working and installing the sirens in Oakville and Lehigh right now. So they said if we could get these fixed while they're here with their bucket truck, they wouldn't charge a service or labor charge with that. So we can get it done now. They're here, willing to do it. So
Any questions? Thank you very much. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 14 carries. Item 15 is to receive and place on file the audit report for Central Iowa Juvenile Detention Center in Eldora, Iowa. A copy is available in the auditor's office.
Mr. Chairman, I motion to move item 15.
Seconded.
Motion and a second. Any questions or comments on item number 15? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 15 carries. Item 16 is to receive and place on file the following manure management plan. Grettenberg North at 2350 350th Street, Dayton, Iowa.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 16.
I'll second it.
Motion and a second on item number 16. Any questions or comments?
They changed their crop rotation.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 16 carries. Item 17 is to approve and authorize the chairman to sign a permit from WCCTA to install fiber optic cable along George Avenue in Section 1, Township 88 North, Range 30 west of Fulton Township.
Make the motion to move item 17.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments on item number 17? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 17 carries. Item 18 is approve request from the city of Dayton to temporarily detour traffic onto county roads, Quail Avenue, Racine Avenue, and 380th Street from 9:30 a.m. to to 11:30 PM on September 2nd, 2019, subject to the requester being responsible for coordinating and monitoring all necessary traffic control in accordance with the manual on uniform traffic control devices.
Mr. Chairman, I motion to move item 18.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any questions or comments? This would be for the Dayton Parade.
Is that supposed to be 11:30 AM instead of PM?
Probably.
Okay, that just seemed like a long time to me.
It's a long parade. Questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 18 carries. Thank you, Mr. Hagan. It is now the citizens' opportunity to address the board with items not on the agenda. Board of Supervisor Committee reports.
Nothing this week.
Supervisor Campbell and I went to the CSS meeting on Wednesday, and also on Wednesday, I went to the Midas meetings. Wow.
Nothing this week.
Supervisor Dinklaw and I will be attending the World Bio next week, and with some public health meetings, so. Mr. Driscoll, anything? All right. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
We are adjourned. Thank you.